good day, grade 12, San Lorenzo. Today we will be discussing the derivative of a function and the slope of the tangent line. So, unahin natin yung delta method. At ang delta method ay isa sa mga technique sa pagkuha ng derivative of a function. So, we have 4 steps to follow in dealing with delta method. Number 1, in the given equation, replace x with x plus delta x and y with y plus delta y, and then simplify. For the second step, find delta y by subtracting the equation from the equation obtained in step 1 and then simplify. And step 3, divide both sides of the equation obtained in step 2 by delta x and then simplify. And for the last step, find the limit as delta x approaches 0. So para maintindihan natin na mabuti yung procedure, let's take a look for problem number 1. So example number 1, we have y equals 4x squared plus 15. Okay, so y equals 4x squared plus 15. Following the procedure, sabi dito step 1, the given equation replace x with x plus delta x and y with y plus delta y. So we have now y plus delta y equals 4, may x tayo dyan, so becomes x plus delta x raised to 2. Okay, wag niyong kakalimutan yung mga exponent. So, wag niyo silang i-omit. Still nandun pa rin siya. So, the equation now is replaced by y plus delta y doon sa y natin and x plus delta x doon sa x natin. So, sabi dito, simplify pa. So, we have y plus delta y equals 4. Meron tayong i-evaluate na parenthesis. So, squaring this binomial will result to x squared plus 2x delta x plus the square of delta x. Okay, paano natin ginawa? Square of the first term is x squared. Then, multiply the first term to the second term will give us x delta x times the exponent which is 2. So, we have 2x delta x plus the square of the last term which is delta x squared plus 15, yung constant term natin. So, pwede din kayong gumamit ng foil method, vertical method, or the long method as techniques in evaluating or expanding the binomial. So, sabi dyan, simplify. So, kung may simplify tayo, meron pa tayong multiplier na 4. So, we have y plus delta y equals 4 times x squared, distributive property. We have 4x squared plus 8x delta x plus 4 delta x squared plus 15. Okay? So, we have 4x squared plus 8x delta x plus 4 times delta x squared plus 15. This is now the new equation. Since wala na tayong masisimplify dyan, we will now proceed to the second step. Find delta y by subtracting the given equation from the equation obtained in step 1. So, isusubtract daw natin yung given equation. So, we have y equals yung ating original equation for x squared plus 15. So, susubtract natin. Subtract. So, y minus y cancelled out. 4x squared minus 4x squared cancelled. 15 minus 15 cancelled. So, the new equation now becomes delta y equals 8x delta x plus 4 delta x squared. Okay, so that's not the simplest form after subtracting to the general equation. For step number 3, we will now divide both sides of the equation obtained in step 2 by delta x. So, di-divide naman natin siya ng delta x for step 3. So, we have delta x here and on the other side, another delta x. Okay? So, we will now simplify this one by omitting all delta x. So, we have 8x delta x cancelled yan. So, we also have here 4 delta x squared. Since dalawa po yung ating delta x sa numerator, isa lang sa denominator, okay, may maiiwan pa rin na 4 delta x. So, we have 8x plus 4 delta x. Dalawa kasi ito sa numerator, iisa sa denominator. Kaya may naiwan pang isang delta x. Okay, then step 4, find the limit as delta x approaches 0. So, anong mangyayari for step number 4? Okay, so we are now dealing with the derivatives. So, we have dy dx is equal to the limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0. Okay, then we have now the limit of the equation obtained, which is 8x plus 4 delta x as delta x approaches 0. So, yung delta x daw natin, re-replace natin ng 0. So, we have limit of 8x plus 4 times the value of delta x is 0. Okay? So, as delta x approaches 0, therefore, our answer would be, simplify natin, 8x yan, 4 times 0 is 0. So, therefore, the derivative of this equation is 8x. Ayan po. The derivative of the equation is 8x. Okay? So, let's proceed to the second problem. So, we have y equals x cubed minus 4x plus 3. Okay, so medyo mahaba-haba po yan kasi cube. Okay, so the answer here is x. For the second problem, we have y equals x cubed minus 4x plus 3. So, mas mahaba siya compared doon sa ating problem number 1, which is quadratic. Okay, so following these steps, replace y by y plus delta y and replace x by x delta x, x plus delta x. So, we have now here y plus delta y equals, since x yan, this becomes x plus delta x raised to 3. Huwag kakalimutan yung mga exponent. Then we have 4 times x plus delta x plus the constant 3. Then, simplify pa natin yan. So, we have y plus delta y is equal to, sa pag-expand ng binomial, just apply the FOIL method, the vertical method, or the shortcut method niya. So, kapag cube naman ito, meron din tayong method na gagamitin. Pwede pa rin siya doon sa FOIL method, pero tatlo yung i-deal natin binomial. So, one after the other yung pag-multiply doon. So, yung technique natin dito, in expanding cube, or expanding binomial, I should say, in cubic, first is to cube the first term, that becomes x cubed. Okay, cube the first term, x times x times x. Sunod, square of the first term, so that is x squared, times the second term, delta x. So, we have now x squared delta x times the exponent 3. So, we have 3x squared delta x. Okay. So, for the third term, yung second term naman ang i-square natin. Square of the second term delta x is delta x squared. Times sa una, we have x. So, meron na tayong x delta x squared times 3. So, will give us 3x delta x raised to 2. And cube the last term, that will give us, okay, that will give us delta x cubed. Okay, yan po siya. And then we have 4 times x plus delta x. Since wala kayong nakikitang exponent, walang 2, walang 3, walang 4. So, i-distribute lang natin siya. So, since we have negative 4 times x, that will give us negative 4x. Negative 4 times positive delta x will give us negative 4 delta x plus 3. Okay, so yan po. And then, simplify natin. We will now combine similar terms kung meron. So, we have y plus delta y equals. O, ano yung mga similar natin dito? Okay, so we have 3x squared. Okay, 3x. Okay, so since wala tayong similar, proceed tayo sa step number 2, which is to subtract the original equation. So, yung original problem natin is y equals x cubed minus 4x plus, okay, plus 3. Okay, so bakit ang layo-layo ng mga ibang terms? Kasi tatapat natin dun sa kanyang similar term. Kaya ganyan po yung ayos, malalayo. Then, so subtract natin. Y minus y will give us nothing. So, cancelled out na po siya. Then, bring down delta y equals x cubed minus x cubed. Cancelled out din yan. Bring down 3x squared delta x plus 3x delta x squared plus delta x cubed. Negative 4 minus negative 4. Okay, daming negative. So, i-apply natin yung law of integers in subtracting. Okay, we're going to change the sign of the subtraction into addition. The sign of the second term will also be changed into positive kasi negative siya. So, we have now the new equation or problem, negative 4 plus positive 4, so cancelled out. And then we have 3 minus 3 is also cancelled out. But bring down negative 4 delta x. Okay, this is now the new equation. Okay, after simplifying that, after subtracting the general equation or the original equation, we will divide both sides by delta x. Okay, i-divide natin and ika-cancel natin kung meron tayong maka-cancel. So we have delta y over delta x. Okay, so 3x squared, susulat natin, write it here. May isang delta x, cancel, plus 3x. Since dalawa yung delta x dito sa numerator, iisa sa baba, may maiiwan pa rin isang delta x dito sa kasama ng 3x. Plus, since tatlong delta x, iisa dito, magiging dalawa yung sa ating last term. So, magkakaroon pa rin tayo ng dalawang delta x. Minus, cancel yan, minus 4. So, this is now the new equation. Okay. So, for this step number 4, okay, we will now get the derivatives of the equation dy dx is equal to the limits of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches 0 is equal to 3x squared plus 3x delta x plus delta x squared minus 4. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng delta x, re-replace natin ng 0. So, we have 3x squared plus 3x times 0 plus 0 raised to 2 minus 4. Okay, then evaluate 3x squared. 3x times 0 is 0. Square of 0 is 0, so we have minus 4. Therefore, the derivatives of x cubed minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 3x squared minus 4. Okay, yan po.